So hey guys, time for me to review Nightwing issue number 6. Now, in the last couple of issues of Nightwing, it was basic standard filler. Like in issue number 4, Nightwing teamed up with Batgirl, but it did sort of had to do something with the storyline with Batgirl, giving Dick Grayson some advice for Dick Grayson to realize what Mr. Haley was saying or talking about before he died. In issue number 5, it was basically mostly filler. Like, it sort of did not have anything to do with the storyline in general. And the main storyline, the whole Psycho storyline right now. So until like the end of the issue where you find out Psycho's identity. Now, I did not spoil to you guys who his identity was because I wanted you guys to find out yourself. So hopefully you guys did at least read issue number 5, or at least skim to the end of the issue to figure out who Psycho was in order to continue the story. If you have not, then might as well, I'm just going to say, because you're going to find out in this issue anyways. Raymond, he is Psycho. Raymond is an old friend of Dick Grayson, just like Raya. They all worked, back at Haley's Circus a long time ago. But Raymond died, right? So how is he still alive? That's a question to be asked in this issue too. But yeah, so let's start off with, issue number 6. So, in the last issue, like I said, it's filler, but in this issue, Dick Grayson's in Texas. Now, he's in Texas performing with Haley's Circus, but there's a reason why he's there. He needs to find a bookie that basically books all the, contract killers. So he's finding this guy named Terrence. And he's in, his casino or club or whatever, and he's trying to, find him so he can interrogate him. But he has to fight this guy in this sort of half-mech suit, who calls himself Shocks? Yeah, Shocks. Yeah, it's spelled with S-O-X. Shocks, yeah, Shocks. S-H-O-X, I think. But yeah, so he's fighting him, and, he takes down the guy, and he grabs Terrence and interrogates him, asks him, do you have any affiliations with Psycho? I know you probably do, so please give me his location, and he's just interrogating him. So Terrence ends up giving him a phone number that he got from Psycho a long time ago when he was working with him, but he says the phone line is dead, and Dick Grayson says, well, probably I can't trace his phone call, but this is better than nothing, right? So yeah, after that, we open up with Raymond getting ready, to go out in his Psycho costume. And we see Raya, too, with him, because they're both basically together. Raymond and Raya are together. So Psycho, or Raymond, has told Raya, there's a plan going on for Dick Grayson for him to take him out. And sort of, Raya doesn't really want to go through with it, but, Psycho said, what you gotta do? I gotta pay, he's gotta pay for what he's done to me a long time ago. It's only just me and you, Raya. Just me and you. Not Dick Grayson. Screw Dick Grayson. But yeah, so after that, we see Dick Grayson and Raya on a date. Or, not really a date, but they're just walking in a park together late at night. And Raya tells Dick Grayson some, news that they're planning to go to Gotham City to, celebrate Dick Grayson's parents' death, the anniversary of when they died, but just to honor them, as they were so famous in Haley's Circus back then. So they want to go to Gotham City, and they plan this big shebang for for Dick Grayson to celebrate his parents' in honor of their death, just to celebrate. And of course, this snaps an idea, or it just sparks something interesting in Dick Grayson's head, because he finds out that, why is Raya telling me this? There's got to be the reason why we're going to Gotham City in a big stadium too. Why is that? Why do this? Is it because Psycho's gonna target me there? It's a big big stage for him to come out and kill me, So he, finds out that probably Psycho will be attacking him at that stadium, and that is the plan, really. What Raya and Psycho are planning is to take him out in front of everybody in Gotham City. So now Dick Grayson's a bit cautious. Once they arrive at Gotham City. Now the interesting thing was, before they arrived at Gotham City, we saw 2 Gotham City police officers. Basically, they find some mangled up dead bodies, you know, thug bodies. Like, they're really mangled up, like their legs are just bent and they're bleeding out. And they find a baton. Now, the baton, you know, that's a signature weapon of Dick Grayson's. And it does have the Nightwing symbol on it. So now this is another question to be raised. One, how is Raymond alive? Two, what does the baton have to do with anything? What is going on here? So, two questions to be raised in this issue already. But later on, we see Dick Grayson trying to modify the whole stadium, you know, having it motion sensors and try to protect himself so he knows when Psycho's about to attack. But upon doing so, we see Alfred there. Alfred greets Dick Grayson and he sort of lectures him because, you know, it's in honor of his parents' death. Now, normally it's like Batman when he was a kid, or before when he was still Batman, or he still is Batman, but, like, you know, when his parents died, he doesn't, like, celebrate it, but, like, you know, it's like back in, like, issue #1 of Batman and Robin, he starts honoring his parents' death instead of just mourning over it all the time. So it's just like for Dick Grayson now, Alfred's trying to lecture him, saying, like, you know, I think your parents would want you to celebrate, you know, in honor of their memory, you know, and they would want you to do it. You yourself might not want to because you don't want to enjoy it, but please try to, you know, Mr. Grayson, or, you know, like, that's what Alfred's trying to do. And, you know, Dick Grayson says, oh, you know, maybe I'll try to enjoy myself. So the whole big shebang starts. He has a big, gigantic crowd of people, a whole audience for him to watch them perform. And, you know, he has the motion detector device in his hand, so he notices when, you know, it tells him if there's motion in the whole stadium or if someone's there. So basically, he gets the thing taken away because the clown from the last issue thought it was a cell phone, so he's like, no texting, you can text later, and pushes him outside and just say, oh, now you have to do a speech. So he takes the device away. So Dick Grayson doesn't really know when Psycho's going to attack. He knows he's going to be there, but he doesn't know the exact moment he's going to attack. So as he's giving the speech, he goes back with Raya, and he does say something about, like, you know, when my family died, my friends, this whole circus was also my family, and this sort of says something to Raya. Raya, I'll talk more about it later, but it does spark an interest for Raya. So after that happened, of course, the motion thing starts going off, of course. Well, why wouldn't it go off? Because, of course, like I said, Psycho's attacking. So Psycho does attack Dick Grayson, and he gets in his Nightwing costume, and they begin to fight. Psycho reveals his identity to Nightwing and blows the whole stadium up. Not blow the whole stadium up, but he blows, like, the center part of the stadium. And that's basically the end of the issue. So, like I said, there are a lot of questions, but it will probably be answered because we will need to figure out how is Raymond still alive. Also, with the baton and the beating of the two thugs, we need to know why it's there. Was Psycho trying to frame Dick Grayson? Who knows? This is just an elaboration in what I just read. Now, what I said about Raya being interested in what Dick Grayson said about family, the circus as his family, and she asked him, did you mean it? Now, Raya, in the last couple of issues, she starts, you know, she technically does sort of have feelings for Dick Grayson, but not strong feelings because she felt that he was obliged to come back because of Mr. Haley. She thought that, oh, you're just taking over the circus because Mr. Haley told you to. You don't really care about us. You don't think of us as family. And, you know, it doesn't spark hatred towards him, but it just sparks like a dislike or disinterest into Dick Grayson. That's why she doesn't really want to get back with him at first, or she's just saying like, oh, there's nothing going to be more between me and you besides just the sex, you know? We can't be anything more than that. So that's just something to talk about, you know? Raya, like I said, Raya didn't really want to go with this plan in the first place when Raymond was talking about it. But, you know, maybe now seeing as it is, who knows, maybe she might step in and try to stop Raymond because they're together. And who knows, there's a lot of things that could happen. Like, I like speculating and I like elaborating on what's going to happen next because you never know what's going to happen next. Even I could go up on the DC Comics, .com and look up all the, information on the next issue. They will give you like a preview or summary of the next issue. Sometimes I don't do that because I like to be surprised. You know, I could. Sometimes I do it just to see how the cover looks like. So I would just elaborate on the cover. And if the cover looks interesting, then I would read the summary. But normally I don't, because I like to be surprised. That's the thing. And I do know that, you know, Superboy is going to be saved by Nowhere and whatnot. I do know that's going to happen, among a lot of other things. But I just try not to spoil it as much, because I like to be surprised. I really do. I just don't like, you know, spoiling and everything for myself. You know, I just don't be like, oh, you know, now I know what's going to happen. But that's just how I read comic books, okay? I mean, you guys have your own interest in a way, but that's just how I like it. I like to be surprised. But yeah, there's a lot of good things about this issue. It was really good. The story was still really great. I still liked it. There wasn't really that much bad things about this comic. It wasn't really that bad. I sort of, like, it doesn't, you know, pique to the interest of, like, oh, there's just this thing I don't like about this issue. No, I really did like this issue a lot. Normally, I don't have a lot of bad things to say about comics. I just really like to talk about what I liked about it. Or sometimes if I didn't like something, I would mention it. But yeah, not really much anything I didn't like in this issue, but I like this issue generally. And yeah, now I'm just rambling on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will also do an update later on this week, because I have a 4-day weekend. Yes, finally, I can relax and make more videos for you guys for the time being, because I've been bombarded with essays and exams. It's just insane, you know. But yes, I am happy there's a 4-day weekend, and for me to, you know, make more videos for you guys. So next time, I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Thank you.